runeatdrink.net. I'm here in Atlantic Beach and Neptune Beach. Welcome to the Jacksonville Beaches. Behind me is the Runners Village for the Donna Marathon Weekend. We're here on Saturday morning and we're about to get our 5K on as part of the Booby Trap challenge. We've got some coffee because it is cold this morning, but we're about ready to run and for a great cause.
Okay, Costi.
All right.
What's up?
So it's not labeled the start, but I think we're all corralled at the start, which is really near the finish. So that's great.
Might be exactly the finish.
Which might be exactly the finish, yes. The cameraman is correct. We're trying to keep warm, move around. We had a great time talking to Barb Galloway this morning, and we had a nice picture with the bouncy hunters. They're always a good time here. It is truly a happening Runners Village that looks like there's some burgers and some donuts, and there might even be some beer after the race, who knows, but it's always a good time. They had some fitness trainers warming us up at the beginning a little bit, and they had the Ultra 110 miler go off at 7:30 before we start here at 8 o'clock. So there's a lot of energy, great people. Can't wait to get the show on the road. 3, 2, 1. Can't wait. So the change in the course, I think, does bring more of the community feel, and they adopt you even if you are not from here. They're high-fiving you, they're high-fiving us, you know, and right here like this, it's so great. And what they have in chalk messages for their loved ones and runners, and just support for the race. If you haven't done this one, this is definitely a 5K where you can take your time, soak in the experience, talk to other runners, run around breast cancer survivors, and feel such a strong sense of purpose and community in this race. Donna's 5K, part of the Booby Trap challenge. It's great. We're gonna keep going to the finish.
Okay, now on to our Masters Awards today. Our top overall female master, none other than Joan Benoit Samuelson.
I know who she is. So we did it. 3.1 miles in the beautiful Jacksonville Beach area, Neptune Beach area, beautiful neighborhoods, so much community support. We just heard that Joan Benoit Samuelson is the overall Masters female winner. I'd love to find her, let her know that I know who she is, and so does she. That's just for the cameraman. Look, the Donna 5K was amazing. We got a wonderful finisher's medal. The community support and the on-course cheering is just a little preview of the amazing support we'll get tomorrow.
And what a fun bunch.
It's so fun. The costumes, the race shirts, running with survivors. You get chills even just walking the course. I can't tell you, it's not about speed, it's about the experience here at the 5K, and it will be for 13.1 tomorrow. So for now, we're going to celebrate this 5K at this fabulous after party.
Let's head over to Runner's Village.
We're going to Runner's Village.
And we're going to be warning.
Now that the running is done, you know what comes next. Exploring and indulging. And we found a place where we can do both, actually. It is Wicked Barley Brewing Company. They have some naughty ales for noble souls, and they have some pretty awesome kicked up bar food. So let's check it out. I am here with Patrick, who is a general manager, and Jen, who is a director of marketing and events at Wicked Barley Brewing here in Jacksonville. They've decided to sit down with us over a flight. That's right, you know us. It's a flight. And tell us a little bit about the brewery and stories behind the beer. So thank you so much for sitting down. Really, we can't thank you enough. This place is awesome. How did you find the space?
So we actually built from the ground up. Construction started late 2014. We opened our doors in July of 2016. So we're about to celebrate our 3-year anniversary, which is super exciting. But we did. We found this location, and at the time, just a wooded lot with a lot of potential.
Yeah.
So we are located right on Good Bees Creek. We are a waterfront craft brew pub. So not only do we brew our own beer, cider, and mead on site, but we have a full service restaurant as well.
Wow, yeah, your space is huge inside, and people actually can boat up.
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
drive in.
100-foot boat dock, so we have parking lot access or dock access.
That is awesome. So tell us a little bit about the beers that we're going to try.
Well, what we got here is a flight. We offer 4 4-ounce pours, so you're going to get a pint of beer, which is what we serve most of our beers in from the get-go. We do have one of our meads here. Mead is a honey wine, so we're technically a winery as well. Fermented honey, it's one of the oldest alcoholic drinks in the world. For your non-beer drinkers, but even our beer drinkers, I want to try something different. It's very smooth, very sweet. It's going to have a natural sweetness from the honey. It's a great flavor. You're welcome to try it.
So that's this one, and this one is actually, it's called
the Violet Beauregard, which you may recognize from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
She's the one with
She's
shoot
turning
the
violet.
gum.
That's right.
So,
oh my god.
Yes.
As we were discussing off camera, we use local honey in our mead. We actually source our honey from Bee Friends Farm. The honey that we use for this particular mead is a blueberry blossom honey.
Ooh.
So the bees pollinate off of the blossom of the blueberry bushes, and that's where we get the honey from.
Ooh, and it is very, very, now I get more honey and maybe not so much blueberry forward.
Yep, so you're not going to get the notes. It's more of a floral of the plant than it is the blueberry flavor.
That is awesome, though. I could do some damage.
Light, refreshing. It's about 7.2%, so it's a little.
So I'm gonna have to rein it in, maybe.
We actually make mead cocktails with this as the base of it as well. We'll muddle lime and mint to make it a mojito mead. We also have one with jalapeno if you want a little bit more of a kick to it.
Oh, we're definitely trying that, I'm telling you. So you have such a wide variety. You kind of cater to every taste.
Absolutely.
Try to,
Yes. How about this second one that we have here?
The second one is a strawberry Bigley. It's going to be a kettled sour ale. Sour ales are what they sound like. They're going to be sour, they're going to be tart, they're going to be tangy. This one, the strawberry sweetness kind of cuts through some of the tanginess of it. So you'll get the strawberry and you'll get the sweetness as well as a very tart flavor.
See that?
It's a beautiful color.
Yeah.
Sour ales are good. It's February right now, but when it gets warm out, it's a good summer beer. It's light, refreshing, and something a little bit different if you're not looking for like your traditional lager summer beer.
Now I
even
was
a shandy.
expecting like a really sour punch, like pucker, but not so much. I get more strawberry.
Yeah, the
up front.
sweetness will cut through any sour flavor that's in there, so it's a pretty good balance between the two.
I love it. And that's saying something because sours and IPAs are not really where we go. We go like wheat beer, we go meats,
Well, perfect. Your next one is an IPA there.
Yes! Introduce us to an IPA.
This one is our Eradicator. Eradicator is a reference to a Kids in the Hall skit. Our brewers and owners are huge Kids in the Hall fans. You'll actually find a picture in our men's room from another skit. This is a double IPA. It's more towards your East Coast style IPA. It's going to be more piney than it is citrusy like your West Coast ones. Piney on the nose, very smooth, almost a sweetness as a finish to it as well.
It's one of our core beers. One of the ones that if it's off tap, we get hounded for.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Very popular.
Yeah.
Yes, very popular.
And it's really, okay, so you get pine on the nose, but
Should be a malty finish.
yeah, it's not so bitter or hoppy at the finish.
Yeah.
That's really great.
That's what a lot of people, when they come in from a service standpoint, they say they don't like IPAs. I try to ask, what is it particularly about IPAs that you don't like? And then I can kind of find something along the way.
Yeah.
I've got IPAs that are very, very hoppy, even your grassy hop, your citrusy hop. So if they tell me they don't like the citrus flavor, they don't like the very hoppy flavor, I kind of point towards the Eradicator because it doesn't really lend towards those notes.
It's kind of a good entry point into IPAs.
Right.
So he kind of knew where we were coming from.
It's probably the most mellow of the IPAs that we have, I would think.
Yeah.
On the end here, you have the Briarwood Brown Ale. Briarwood is a reference to a local neighborhood right around the corner here. Your brown ales are going to be smooth as well, roasty with almost like a caramel flavor to it. That's my favorite beer that we have on tap.
This is your favorite?
Yes, and when that's not on tap, I get frustrated. So
it's always on
that's
tap.
my end of the day beer.
Keep the general manager happy.
If I had anything to say about it, it would always be on tap.
The fun thing about our core brands is they give us a base for creative freedom. So we get to treat a lot of our beers. Treated beers are already brewed beers that we add either fruit components, citrus components, and for Briarwood's Brown's case, we age it on Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the child cereal, and that is one of our most demanded treatment beers that we have. So we actually put Cinnamon Toast Crunch into the beer, into the keg, and then we filter it out, so you get a nice cinnamon finish on top of that already awesome flavor.
It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's like a throwback to your childhood in every way.
Beer for breakfast.
Every way. Now, you said that's your favorite.
That is my favorite.
What is your favorite?
So my favorite's the Blood Orange IPA. It's a citrus forward IPA. Same as you, I'm not a huge piney person as far as IPAs. I like the sweeter, more citrus notes of IPAs. And our brewers spend about a week zesting. They zest by hand all the citrus and juicing all the citrus that goes into this beer. And I think their hard work definitely pays off. It's absolutely one of my favorites.
Well, these have been delicious, but I know that is not all that you do here.
Absolutely
You
not.
also have a kitchen that was cranking out some serious food.
Sure.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, because it's connected to the beer,
Yeah,
right?
we are a full-service restaurant. We are open 7 days a week, serve food every single day of the week. Everything we make here is made from scratch. If it's not made here, like our bread, for example, we get it from a local bakery. So Chef really focuses on the fresh and the quality of the food. So it's upscale pub food.
Yeah.
Generally, yeah.
So, talk about some of your favorites from the menu that we should have with these beers.
I would definitely try the cheese curds. Cheese curds are definitely one of the things that we're known for.
Okay.
Breaded with our left leg lager into the beer batter. It's going to be Wisconsin cheddar, white cheddar, balls of fried cheese. You can't really go wrong with that.
Magical. How
Our
can
chef
you
is
not?
from the Wisconsin area, so he grew up knowing good cheese curds as well. He comes from a fine dining background, so he really puts a lot of emphasis on your flavors, whereas it is your pub food. It's far superior than the pub food that you would think of as your greasy fries, things like that. Everything is delicious.
Kicked up a notch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And what would you recommend?
Oh, from the appetizer side are all of the above. Appetizer side is our house-made pretzels. We make the dough and lie the pretzels off every day here, and we serve it with a Bavarian mustard and our house-made beer cheese. So those are probably my favorite. Our burgers are also to die for.
And you
Definitely
also smoke
our
meat
burgers.
here
Yes.
in-house.
We do.
We have a
Yeah.
smoker out back, and we smoke the brisket, the bacon, the chicken, our tri-tip that we use for
Pork
a platter
belly.
that we do. Yeah, pork belly. So everything's going to have a great flavor to it, and then from there, that gives it like its base smokiness flavor. And it's done daily as well, so everything's going to be fresh. Everything's going to be put some love into the food, just like we do with the beer.
Oh, well,
Oh yeah.
we taste the love here. We can't wait to taste the love in the food.
Absolutely.
We can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you
And
for coming.
I have to say, just cheers to Wicked Barley Brewing.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Cheers,
much,
y'all
Jen,
enjoy.
Patrick. Thank you so much for taking time to sit down on the Run Eat Drink podcast. We just came in from having an awesome conversation with Patrick and Jen. We're finishing our flight of beers that they recommended. And we thought, what better time to get the highly recommended cheese curds. The left leg cheese curds. The left leg lager is in the breading of these cheese curds, which comes with ranch or jalapeno ranch. Oh, I mean, come on. They just came out. They're super hot. Oh my God. The breading is crispy. The cheese is tangy. It is. Oh man. Look at that. Fresh, hot, delicious. It's tangy, cheesy, fried goodness. We had to get the house-made pretzel with the left leg lager cheese and mustard. And it is, I mean, look at that. Salty, pretzel-y goodness made here. Oh. Yes. The pretzel is warm and soft on the inside, crisp and salty on the outside, and there's a little kick. And that lager and that cheese. Oh. There's a little kick to that. That is nice. That is not your typical seed cheese dip on the side. It's creamy. It's hot, and it has some kind of spice. And it comes with also mustard. Which adds its own special bite along with the salt. The pretzel is awesome. Perfectly cooked. Warm, salty. Yes. This you should definitely have here at Wicked Barley Brewing. We've had some delicious food, some potent meads, and some eclectic beer here at Wicked Barley Brewing Company. For now, it's Amy from the Run Eat Drink podcast at runeatdrink.net. Don't forget to swing by our website, our brand new website with the awesome store where you can get a Run Eat Drink t-shirt, keychain, beer koozie. Help support the show you love so we can accomplish, explore, and indulge together. Hit us up on social media. We're Run Eat Drink Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter, we're at Run Eat Drink Pod. Let us know where we should run, eat, and drink next. We'll see you.